Hello YouTube, Chad Holladay here. This is my vertical sleeve gastrectomy VSG surgery update. It is June the 27th and that puts me at 4 months and 1 week out of surgery date. That's 5 months since my pre-op diet. Where does that put me? Beginning this journey I was at 310 pounds in the morbidly obese category. This morning I weighed in at 230 pounds. That's 80 pounds down. 80 pounds down, and I'm just barely still in the obese category. Probably in the next week I'll drop down into plain overweight, which I tell you what, feels pretty good. I know those BMI charts are kind of screwed up, especially if you're a guy, if you're a big guy and you have some muscle mass. But anyway, that's where I'm at. I want to go over a few things that I went over in some previous videos, let you know how things are going, which I'll tell you right off the bat, things are going great. I have never felt more blessed to be where I'm at today. It's amazing the transformation that you go through, losing the weight. How better you feel, things you can do, get on the ground, play with your kid, get down if you have to work on something on the floor and getting back up. I just got, yesterday morning I got up and ran a 5K. I would have never been able to do that before at 310 pounds. And I was just 310 pounds. I can't imagine what these people feel like if they're, 410 and 510. Poor guys and gals. I felt miserable at 310, and how I feel now it's just amazing. Some of the things, water. We were talking about water in an earlier video about how I was having trouble getting water down after I ate food. I still wait, it's a lot better than it was. I guess I still had some swelling in my stomach, but now I follow Dr. Alvarez's instructions and withhold food or water for 30 minutes before I eat and 30 minutes after I eat. I don't have a problem with it. I can drink water fine after I eat if I wait just a little while. And so water is absolutely not a problem. I just got to remember to drink enough of it. Few things, booze. I was a big drinker before I had the surgery, and I don't drink anymore. It's different. You get drunk. You feel different. You've lost a lot of your absorbing in your stomach, and it goes into your intestines. The drunk feels different, and I have been tipsy since the surgery, and it's not as fun as it used to be. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't drink that much anymore. I may have a glass of wine, but it's more just to unwind. But I will warn you, wine, liquor will stall your weight loss. Not an advocate of drinking during the weight loss period at all. You should not do it. You will not lose weight when you're drinking alcohol. It has stalled me a time or two, and it will stall you. Just know it will happen. But every now and then you just got to have a glass of wine, right? Being cold. I just lost 80 pounds of insulation. When people say that they're cold after weight loss, it's true, expected. You start losing a bunch of weight. I'm cold quite a bit. I'll wear a jacket when other people aren't. I think my body will adjust to it, but it's just I think it's probably going to take some time. Bowel movements. I'll tell you, I haven't had a problem. A lot of people complain of diarrhea and maybe constipation. I do have less frequent BMs simply because I just don't eat a whole lot of food these days. But when I do, they seem to be fine. I do a protein shake in the morning still, and I try to eat twice a day. But food is just not a priority for me. It's different. It's hard to explain. I can eat anything I want now. If I want chips and salsa, if I see something I want to eat, I can eat it. It's just my desire is not really there anymore. So I still, I supplement with protein shakes. A scoop and a half, which is going to be about 30 grams of protein per shake. And I do that at least twice a day. Sometimes I do those 3 times a day, depends on how I'm feeling. And remember protein and produce is very important. Protein and produce. It's easy to start eating some bad things for you, and I'll be honest with you, I have eaten some things that aren't good for you, but you know, I'm going to live my life, people. I'm going to live my life to the fullest, and this has given me the opportunity to do that. I've just lost 80 pounds in 4 months, so I think I'm probably doing all right. I don't need to be lectured in having a chip or having a Cheeto or something like that. If I want one, I'll eat one. But you've got to learn to adjust what you're doing and your weight loss. You may stall, and you figure out, well, don't go asking people, why am I stalled? Well, take a look at what you're eating. You know, if you're drinking a bunch of wine or booze or something like that, or you're eating a bunch of chips and things, well, that's why. Just adjust what you're doing. But food is good. Sense of smell, I told you my sense of smell is different. It's still hyperacute. It did get better after surgery, like I said in a previous video, but it's still, I smell things that I never smelled before. My taste buds have totally changed. Now, I'm not complaining about any of this. This is just things that are different for me. You're not going to hear me complain about the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Well, besides my wife and my little girl. Vitamins, I still take multivitamin. I take Centrum Silver, which actually is like an old person vitamin. But it doesn't have iron in it. And that's the one I found that didn't have iron in it. Because I have abnormally high iron levels anyway, it's genetic. And but that's what I take. And just a good multivitamin is all I recommend. Biotin for hair loss. I take a B6, a B12, and I take a CoQ10 for my heart. I'm still taking Nexium. I was taking Prilosec. I switched over to Nexium because these bad boys are a 24-hour pill. They say if you had some acid reflux that it makes you hungry. It gives you the feeling of hunger. So I've just stayed on the Nexium. I've stayed on a acid reducer. Will I always take it? I don't know. You know, hey, I'll after I run out, I may try to go without it and see what it's like and see if I have an acid reflux problem. Some people have a chronic reflux problem, and I haven't had a problem, but I've also been, taking Nexium and Prilosec or Prilosec. Now I take the Nexium. So if I quit, would I have a problem? I don't know. When I get through with my weight loss, I'll probably dump the acid reducer and see how it goes. It just seems things are working for me right now, and I don't feel like I want to change what I'm doing right at this point. I told you about my energy level. I told you about getting up and running a 5K. Things like that. Sex is awesome. Everything. There's so many things that are so much better in my life. I wouldn't say I'm skinny, but I'm getting pretty close to classifying myself as skinny for me. From 44, fixing to go into 44s. Now I'm fixing to go into 34s in my pants. I went from double XL shirts to this is just a regular large, and things just feel really good. If you're on the fence and you're looking for me to tell you a reason not to do this surgery, I can't, man. All I can say is if you're waiting too long. Prior to having this surgery, there was not a day in my life that I didn't, past my adolescence, I didn't go through a single day that I didn't regret or feel bad about who I was, feel bad about what I ate, thinking that maybe I shouldn't have eaten so much because I'm fat. Okay, I'll lose weight. Yeah, I can lose weight, but then I just gain it right back. This is the first time in my life that I don't worry about stuff like that. It just feels good, and I want you to feel that good too. Make the decision, do it. Do it for you, do it for your family. It is the best decision I ever made, and I'll never regret it. You leave me a message if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer anything I can. Until then, let's lose some weight.